I felt as though by investing in not only myself, but in others, I was able to be a better arts advocate, a better arts leader, and an agent of change. Hi, my name is Fabian. I am a gift planning officer with the LA Phil, and I am an alumni of the Arts for LA ACTIVATE program. My professional journey was around 2019. And I had just moved back to LA. I'm a native Angelino, and I was looking to grow. I had a chef once tell me, when you're green, you grow, and when you're ripe, you rot. And I had a mentor in Lenny Borstein, who is a former board member with Arts for LA and served with the LA Phil for 40 plus years. And I told her, hey, I'd really love to get to know LA and the arts and culture scene here. And she recommended Arts for LA. So I applied for the Arts Delegate program and fortunately got in, and it was incredible because I felt like I was able to find my voice, and because of my work, I was doing a lot of service within our community, helping serve historically marginalized communities through the arts. And I felt as though by investing in not only myself, but in others, I was able to be a better arts advocate, a better arts leader, and an agent of change. But when we started, we had to do it through Zoom. So that connection of meeting with folks and meeting other artists and just talking about experiencing what we were experiencing at that time, which was extremely challenging, that was helpful. So I felt like I was able to broaden my community because we were all in these bubbles with everything that was going on. And hearing how folks were able to support one another was really beautiful. I mean, I remember we were talking about, how do we give a music lesson over Zoom? How do we teach their parents and other folks who might be as technologically literate to be able to connect through these types of different channels that used to be in person? So even just meeting each other in person was celebratory, and then being able to share music, go to a concert with one another, that was really beautiful. We are in a beautiful place with a ton of artists, creatives, brilliant people. And so when you're talking about how do we make this more accessible, how do we broaden what we do, how do we reach more people, Arts really helped me with that. It broadened my network. And again, going back to that delegates program, it helped me sort of be able to advocate for those who we serve. There are a lot of challenges right now, especially given the political climate. How we sort of transcend and uplift each other to help overcome these challenges is really critical. But I think with the community that we have, it's being in the trenches together, you're able to find a way to really support one another, keep your head up, and push through this challenge. One of the things I really enjoy about Arts for LA is how easy it is for folks to be aware of what types of policies might be coming into effect or that we may need to vote on, or hey, let's go talk to our supervisor or go talk to our mayor or city controller, whoever it may be. And the whole staff is really good about, okay, we're gonna make a concise letter for you or a template, and here you go. You can put in your information, and this is how you connect with your civil servant, and this is how you connect with them to make sure that you can advocate for the arts. We're busy. Everyone's moving really quickly, and it's really challenging to, just be there in person sometimes, to go and speak with your supervisor. So the way Arts for LA makes it accessible and a bit easier to do that, I think that's great. We need to come together. We need to mobilize. We need to organize, because something big is right around the corner, and we need to make sure that our community knows, our civic officials know, and the greater Los Angeles knows. For me, the advocacy that I try and do is something that's reciprocal to what I've received. So I've been very fortunate to have a lot of mentors who help share their knowledge and their experiences. That transition between alumni to board member was intimidating at first. I had a bit of imposter syndrome, like me, really? But it's a great honor too. I feel like I'm now representing the communities I serve, and their voices aren't always in these rooms. And so to be able to share their thoughts and their passions and what they want to fight for, but they might not have that opportunity to do it, and I had that opportunity, I think that's a great privilege and honor to do so. And so I try and make sure that I'm always listening to those around me and helping make sure I share their voice in that room. Two moments come to mind with regards to Activate. I think one was when we shared our story. In our culture, you want to put the best version of yourself, you know? And so I often would assimilate and integrate into the spaces I was within. And I think as a result of that, I would be a bit buttoned up and I wouldn't be able to be my true self. By doing that, it could be successful, but are you truly connecting with those around you? And I found I wasn't. And so by finding my voice and really understanding my story and being, I guess, supported through Arts for LA to be yourself and be vulnerable and transparent, that was helpful to me, not only to find more of who I am, but also to connect with those who I love and celebrate and serve. That was critical to me. In addition, more recently, I would say is Soda. Just this past year in 2024, seeing everyone come together and having such a great time. All the breakout events where we're sharing knowledge and all the beautiful performances. I think it's a moment to reconnect and just sort of refocus on what we're trying to accomplish now and in the future. So I'm excited for the next one, how we come together to make sure that we don't lose all the hard work we've been fighting for is incredibly important.